Welcome back to another 3 Bourboneers. This week we are doing a video on 3 bottles we are no longer hunting.
It's a very serious topic.
And
kind of a depressing video, actually.
It is a little depressing,
yeah.
But the basis of the video is these are 3 bottles that we are not going to go out and be like, this bottle dropped, everybody, all hands on deck,
yes.
Go look for it, check our locations and stores. And we're also not saying that we may never ever try these bottles again,
or that we hate them. I mean, we don't act.
It's just,
we kind of hate them.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, maybe they're just not worth it.
It's
in
not
our
worth
opinion. Yeah.
Now, these bottles could also change our mind in a year if they set their game up. You know, things. But as of now, we are not looking for these bottles. I'm not going to go ask for them. I'm not going to seek them, and that's where we're at. So,
I'm sorry. I'm just happy I'm drinking Joseph Magnus right now.
we're drinking some Joseph Magnus cigar blend.
Joseph Magnus
He's
cigar.
drinking some
Redemption
Rye 10-year. So,
cheer us
bottle.
up. Yes.
Controversial,
but again, if you've watched our channel, not too confusing. So this is the Knob Creek 18. It's the big one that people have been looking for. Heard mixed reviews. Some people were saying, you know, it's better than the 15. Others saying, you know, it's garbage. And I would say it's kind of neither. It just, a lot of their other offerings are better, in my opinion, and they're way cheaper. I mean, this is a $200 bottle. You know, I guess it's one of the most findable. Like, this is easier to find than like Elijah Craig 18. So if you're like in the market for a high-age whiskey, I mean, you can find a Calumet 16 probably, or 15, you know, and that would probably be better. Anyways.
Probably. It'll blow the socks off.
Anyways, this came in last. All 3 of us voted this last in our blind. You should really check that video out. It was really interesting. But we did against the 9, 12, 15, and 18 of this, all at 100 proof. All 3 of us, without a question, put this last. It's a $270, $200 bottle. And it's just not worth it. Won't be hunting it. I'll be hunting for that 12, though.
As far as the flavor profile, this, to put it into perspective, is what we thought the Knob Creek 9 was going to be.
Yes.
There is minimal flavor on it. It tastes watered down. There's hardly any oiliness to it. We were all flabbergasted. We're not the smartest bourbon drinkers in the history of mankind, but we've had a couple thousand pours, and we all thought, oaky. No, there was nothing aged about this, and we all went, clearly this is the youngest of them all. So that's a huge red flag when buying an 18-year $200 bottle. So, what are your thoughts?
Mitch, I think, hit the nail on the head. It's not like this is like horrible whiskey or anything.
No.
The main point here is that there are other offerings within the same lineup for less than a quarter of the price.
Yeah. Knob 12 is $65. Enough said. So I mean, this is, you can buy 2 of those, 3 of those.
That's its biggest issue. I don't have a problem with the whiskey itself. I think that the whiskey is good. I would be happy to have a drink of it. But when there are other products in the same line that are less than half the price, it just doesn't make any sense. And it's not a bottle that, if I ever find it, I'll never spend the money on it ever.
I get why people would want it. If you have the 9 and you have the 12, and you know, maybe you're looking for the 15 and the 18 and you want to do what we did and you have the whole set.
It's a collection piece.
Like, I totally get it, but we're just saying, like, the 9 and the 12 are their best. So if, don't go out of your way, don't spend boatloads of money on it. It's
Here's
just
what you do.
It's not that good.
You take a 9-year bottle and you pour 60% 9-year in it.
Yeah.
And then you pour the rest with water and shake it up, and then you print off the 18-year label,
and then just
and then put
it on a Knob Creek 9 bottle that you finished, and then you put it on there, and boom.
That's kind of how it is.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right, that was number 1. Sad.
Number 2.
I need to take a sip. Cheer me up.
That closest.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
I need another sip. Cheer me up.
Mm-hmm.
This was an obvious.
I mean, yeah.
If we didn't have the channel, would we ever buy one of these again?
No.
No.
Not even a question.
Unless they come out. So this is kind of hard to do because we're gonna say we're not hunting it until they.
But we're still gonna hunt
crazy
it. Right.
ages on there. Until we see the release and it's like 16.
Maybe they're 10.
18 year.
Yeah.
15 years.
But this guy put
the youngest is 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Like, and the fact that the Remus 5 is still like so near and dear to me because it was one of our big first ones.
I guess there's an asterisk there, right?
Yeah.
Like it's Yeah.
right? That's what it was, 6%, 16 year. And
Yes.
Yeah,
they-
6% only.
They put in this. I mean, again,
It's
essentially a shot.
it's a shot and a half.
Yeah.
And then just slapping.
And it's just not good.
Just slapping you in the face. The $125 price tag.
It's just not good whiskey either. Like it just doesn't have anything to do with the realm of $125. It does not belong anywhere near there at all.
If you want to see a really awesome rant, go watch our video on this bottle.
I was a little toasted.
But you were honest.
But I was honest.
And
Take a 5-year whiskey, throw a shot of 16-year-old in it, and it's the same thing. So
Yeah.
like, would you pay? Like
Well,
you could go to a bar and
this
get a
bottle-
shot of 16-year-old whiskey and take it and pour it into your $20 bottle, and there you go. It's going to be the same exact thing.
Or like you just said, buy a bottle of Calumet 16 and be extremely happy.
Exactly.
And just don't even worry about this. It's the same price.
Yeah.
So the other thing about this
disappointing.
is we had a theory, and we don't know if it's true, but we're going to spread rumors.
The rumor mill.
We thought this bottle is basically Ross and Squibb saying, all right, what do we have a lot of that we need to get off the books and get off the shelves and get it out of barrels and blend and put into a bottle and make money on? And I think that was their idea behind this. I think it was,
What do we need to roll over at tax time?
we got to roll
It's a
over some
liability
stuff.
at
Makes
in
me wonder.
2024.
Yeah.
We need to-
Makes me wonder about their Gatsby Reserve, because maybe that one's actually ones that they pick.
Yeah,
Hey, well, we're
Right.
gonna have an opportunity to buy one potentially this week.
I will not be buying it.
I saw one in a store too.
Dude, it's
I said
so
no,
hard to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I don't-
$180. Like,
No.
gosh, for 14.
Build model airplanes, he said.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the easiest one I think we've chose.
No,
to,
yeah.
If we didn't have the channel, we would probably not buy it. But again, a little asterisk, like if they come out with something next year that says, hey, people have been hating on us, so now we're gonna come out with
Here's a big hitter.
the youngest whiskey in there is 12 years old.
that could change it.
Well, now I might be hunting.
See, but,
But
that's
if it's
just
similar to this,
that
we
just makes
probably
me
won't
mad.
even. If it's
I just
similar
don't
to
have faith
that,
anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I
Do you
just.
guys think like are they? They're
I'm
not
just
going to come
mad.
out with
No.
anything crazy. I don't think.
Why would they go from this to like, hey, guess what? We got 30%, 15 year.
And what are they going to do to the
10%,
price when they
18
do
year.
that?
Future Ethan, get ready to
150
bleep
now.
this. They're being boys right now. Literally, they're around and like we'll just make one big hitter, and then once people want to buy it, then we'll right.
It's kind of
Like,
smart.
I mean,
You know how much money they're making?
they're tailing down, and like you said, maybe next year or the year after they'll make some big one, and then
I'm
everyone will
just
come
so-
back, and
I'm
then they're
so-
just
The marketing
over.
manager just cut a $60,000 bonus check for all those.
I'm
no
so
kidding.
tired of Ross and Squibb.
So, third bottle, and kind of a weird one
oh,
because
we're gonna
it's
piss
not-
some people off on this
It's
one.
not necessarily.
And we are.
It's not necessarily one that you have to hunt, right? Like a lot of people are gonna say, I see Buffalo Trace everywhere, and we actually
We
do
do-
see quite a
we
bit
do
of it
too.
too. But we know that in a lot of parts of the country, this is
In our town, too.
and here actually
It is a bit. I mean, they
It is
put
a
it
little
behind the
allocated.
counter ish.
There are
You know.
stores that are still keeping this behind the counter when they get it. It should not be an allocated
No,
product. It
not
does
even
not
close.
taste allocated.
No.
The price is not allocated. Nothing about this bottle
No.
is allocated. So if your store is keeping this behind the shelf, that's a problem. Put it on the shelf at this point. Get it out there to people. It is a $23 bottle of whiskey that tastes like a $23 bottle of whiskey.
Is it bad? No. Is it
good?
anything that you should be walking up to a shelf?
No.
Should you be walking up to a shelf and having a sign that says one per customer?
No, absolutely
On
not.
this bottle.
Let someone come in and buy all of them. Okay, they're. I don't know why you'd want that.
It's not even good. But
This
Yeah,
is Buffalo
it's not
Trace's
even
Jim Beam.
good.
here's the thing.
By the way, we love Buffalo Trace.
we love it.
We're one of our. That's our favorite brand.
But
probably.
there are so many. Like you can't even literally blindfold yourself. Walk into your liquor store, run into a bottle, and walk away with it.
Right.
It will taste as good or better than this. I promise.
Same
It
price
is
point.
not. Yes, same price point. So the thing is, like, I'll share a story. Recently, I went to a mom and pop liquor store near us, and I asked if they had anything. We have a relationship with them. We go in there all the time, buy
Yeah.
a lot of things, and the guy got really excited and. I was thinking,
And you're
oh my
like,
God.
hell yeah, he's
'Cause
got like
we've
Colonel
had
Taylor.
Blanton's.
Yeah, Blanton's.
We've had some big scores there.
Yeah,
before,
yeah.
And that's the thing. So he came out and he was trying to like almost hide a bottle of Buffalo Trace. And he was like, I got one left and you can have it. And I said, how much is it? And he said, $55.
Oh!
And I was just thinking like, I
It's a
could literally
$26.
drive
By the way, this
across
is a
the
store
street
pick. He's
and
talking about a
there's-
regular.
I could drive across the street and there's, and again, we actually were on like a road trip that day. We stopped at 5 different stores and I think 4 out of the 5 stores had maybe like 15 or more bottles. So not necessarily something that you have to hunt. Some people out there do have to hunt this.
I
But
get if you
why
guys
would
like
you?
it. I like.
No.
I understand why. If it's hard to find, there's hype behind it. It's a Buffalo Trace thing, so like I get it. Coming from me, who I mean, you guys know, at one point I was like,
You were hoarding stuff.
I want to hoard these. Like they're really good. I would say they're a pretty good entry level, but they go quick even for entry level. Like you get into whiskey for like 4 months. There's better stuff. I mean, for like coming from someone who loved Buffalo Trace, Knob 9 beats the ever-loving crap out of this.
Yeah.
It's got more proof. It's got more age. I mean, go with an Eagle Rare. If you save your money, buy a Knob 9 for now, and then later hunt an Eagle Rare.
Don't
you
hunt
got
this.
the age.
Hunt that.
Yeah, don't actively
And
hunt
don't
a Buffalo
spend
Trace,
over
guys.
$30 on this.
Don't spend over $25 on it.
It's
I don't know.
It's $26 typically retail.
I would say 30 is probably.
They should give these
max
away
30.
with every purchase you make at a liquor store.
Taylor's saying some heavy shit
I
right
mean,
now.
this is not. Is this good even? Like, that's my
I
biggest
couldn't
question
tell you
right now.
because
Like,
I haven't had it in about 2
like
years.
it's
so.
allocated in some
Yeah,
places, and it's not good.
This
Like,
is
this is below
this is
average
pure,
whiskey at
This
this
is sitting over here, and you go choose one. Are you even
No,
scoffing
no,
at
no.
this?
No, you have to smash one in order to pick another. What
Here's
bottle are
the
you
problem.
picking? I'm smashing this to drink a different one.
This is hype. This is all hype. That's the problem with it is this is all hype. This is the distillery
Thank you,
hype.
Joe Rogan. This is all he drinks.
Yeah,
This
I
is
mean-
the only bourbon he drinks on his channel because he's sponsored.
Oh,
by-
well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if you guys want to sponsor us, we'll drink this.
By the way, really quick
I
mention.
love Buffalo Trace. I'm hunting this next year.
Really quick mention, and I do want to do it on the channel. I was watching John Wick the other day. Did you know that Blanton's is on John Wick too?
Of course.
Yeah, that's what.
I sent you guys a picture of that.
Well, I knew it was on Austin Powers
So-
too, but Blanton's in John Wick.
Oh,
so-
sorry. I said the Austin Powers.
I do.
Yes.
You said Austin Powers, but it's in John Wick too. I'm like, what a legendary
Buffalo
freaking-
Trace also got in Yellowstone too.
yeah, because they got Weller.
So
right?
like one of the biggest action movies of the last 5 years, with
Marketing
one of the biggest
team.
shows.
Marketing team is
On Joe Rogan.
going wild.
how in the heck are they just hitting it that hard, man?
Good for them.
Good on you guys.
Yeah, well,
This is what happens when your marketing team is on point. You have people hunting your lowest end.
This is what happens when you fire your marketing team and get a
Yes.
new one. Knob Creek redeems itself.
All right. By the way, Knob Creek, I have a bone to pick with you. Why is your 15 on the other side?
Don't
All
even
right.
go down that rabbit hole.
nah.
It's conspiracy.
Makes me mad.
If you're wondering,
Let's wrap it up.
15's on the opposite side of that label. I don't
18's
know why.
here, 15's over here, 12 and 9 are over here. Makes me mad. I'm OCD. All right. Anyways, what do you guys think of our 3 bourbons we're not hunting anymore? I don't know. Are we crazy? Do you like Remus? Have you guys had this? I'm actually really curious. We've seen a couple other streamers or other people do it, and this actually ranked low for them too. So I'm curious if any of you rank it higher.
And what are your 3 bottles
you like
that you are no longer hunting?
If you could pick 3 bottles
Giving up on.
yeah.
that you are like, you know what, I'm done with this one, please let us know in the comments down below. Thank you for sticking around for the whole video. Like, comment, subscribe. We love you guys. We love the support. And we'll see you in the next video.
All for one and one for all.
Cheers.
Cheers.